Okay, I welcome back to the channel. It's been a while, and what I thought I'd just share is a couple of games. So the first match I played is here. I played on lead chess. This was an unrated game, but I saved it because I thought it was very interesting. So I'm playing the Scotch Gambit, and I'm playing against a Sicilian defense. So I can't really play Scotch because my idea was if I push here and he takes, he gets a big boy center. So this is not what I wanted. Um, so I'm saving my review for the final video. Um, so here I push. I decide to then attack the center because he's pushed his pawns as well. So he's also created weaknesses. So I'm happy with this trade, and I bring my knight out. I thought I would have castled, but I didn't. I brought my knight out. So I played as white here. You're gonna have to take my word for it, but this is how I play. um, my opponent attacks my knight, but is protected by my queen. So I move it anyway because I want my queen to be flexible. And especially when you play a gambit of sorts, or you think like a gambit player, pins are things you want to get out of as soon as you can. So my opponent plays his knight out, is ready to castle. I castle, he castles, and I'm like, okay, so this is where we are. And so I bring my bishop out, get all my pieces into the game, get them doing something. As you can see, I'm ahead in development by but one because he's got two pieces and it's just my rooks, which will only get active with the semi-active square file, I mean. So my opponent pushes, thinking he's probably going to attack my bishop because my bishop is well placed looking at his king, even though it's well protected. So I bring my queen up to connect my rooks, pawn up, and this is one of the key moves that you play from the Scotch. Um, Trying to get rid of the fianchetted bishop because that's a defensive move and trying to get away from that. So he ignored it, which is good for him. I take anyway because it brings the king up, and I put my queen close to his king. So already my opponent did spend some time here. Unfortunately, I can't show you, but he did spend some time here. And you have to think, okay, what is he going to do? Because my queen's threatening a lot of things. You could also just do a queen trade. But how do you do a queen trade without losing a piece? It means you either move your knight back here or back here. Because anywhere else, once I trade queens, I get a free piece. So he brings his knight in, and I'm thinking, okay, um, you can take that pawn if you so wish. So he attacks my piece, which in hindsight, maybe I should have come here to defend this from this. But anyway, we live and learn. I took his knight back. I think there was a reason why. Yes, I remember the reason why. He couldn't take this pawn. Because him taking, his knight's got no safe squares. Because this is guarded, he's attacked here. He can't come here, I'll just simply take. He can't bring his knight here because I'll take with the queen. So his knight had no safe squares after taking the pawn. So it was essentially him choosing, does he want a pawn that badly for the knight? So I push, because now I'm trying to create open files because my rooks need to get in the game. And he opened for me, and I took, offering an exchange with check. He pushed, which at first I thought, oh my. But you can tell here, I probably played some inaccuracies here by taking here because had he played accurately, he could have really attacked me. So he pushes and thinking that he's threatening my queen, but not really. So I took the knight anyway because I am attacking his queen. So he has to take the knight first. So it gives me time to move my queen, and which is what I did. Again, I'm just looking for the vulnerable pieces here. You can see he's got one unguarded pawn, or two, but one that I can attack with a defensive move. So he pushes, again, creating weaknesses, which is what I want because remember, I have a light square bishop. So all these light squares that are open, leading to his king, are good for me. So I bring my queen, my rook in. He has to move his queen away from the file, and I attack the knight. No, not the knight. What am I saying? I attack the rook with my bishop, and he attacks. I move back. He attacks again. He was playing very aggressive, so I had to be very careful. So yeah, I pushed back. I was fine with him trying to make this push, yeah, because simply I take and my king tucks away. It wasn't going to be a problem. Anyway, so I took. So Bobby Fischer rule: any piece that's threatening to come into your side of the board, get rid of it. So I double up, and he pushes. So he was really pushing this pawn, these pawns, yeah. And I was not really okay with it, but what else could I really do? I had to find a way to defend as best I can. So he lines up with his queen, and which gives me the check. Harry had the check anyway, and now I'm winning. Well, he's got a point 0.3 advantage, but now I'm just bringing my knight across. I took, like I said, that file doesn't scare me. And check. So he blocks. Check. He blocks, and I'm like, right, what do you do with a pin piece? So first of all, I free my piece there. So what do you do when a piece is pinned? You attack. So he played this move, not thinking, because it's a very easy move to miss, because it looks like you've set up these two, and this is unassailable, right? But again, it's pinned. So I push in my pawn, and there's really nothing you can do that's going to prevent me from taking that piece. It's a free piece. and, and even though you try this, I'm still going to take the check. And by me taking the check, it forces your king to move. So now we're back again to square pin. It's like my opponents are learning. So check, check, he takes, and I'm happy because I'm up a piece. So I'm happy with the trade. Check, and then I played an interesting move. So I guess I could have played something more accurate or more attacking, but I couldn't think of anything. Again, I was running out of time. I wish I could show you, but you can see I've got mate in two here, and I don't remember if I found it. Um, no, I didn't. Anyway, so now I was just thinking, okay, I'm gonna trade down, and there's nothing you can do. So my opponent made this move and resigned after I played this move. And the reason why they resigned is because what are you gonna do? You can't move your. You can move your bishop, I guess. But yeah, I've just got too many pieces close to your king. So my opponent played this move and immediately resigned, because in this move, in this order here, I take and check, and you lose your queen. You got one pawn that you're trying to hold for. I could even sack this, and I have a piece somewhere, and these pawns are all falling immediately. So it was a good game, and I really enjoyed playing this one. But what I'll show you now is the second game. If you've stuck around this long, please let me show you the second game. Okay, welcome to game two. And in this instance, I play the Caro-Kann. Now, for those who've watched the channel, watched any or seen me play or heard of me talking about it, that's the only repertoire I play is black. And I've been rusty. I haven't played really a competitive game since like October or something. I've been busy, and really life's taken a different turn, and I would like to keep that going. So chess has kind of become the backseat. It's become the hobby that it was. But when it's like that, it means you lose a lot of rating. So in this match alone, I was going to lose 14 points, I think. Yeah, that's how long I've been. That's the fluctuation in thinking. So I'm playing the Caro-Kann. We're playing Caro-Kann setup, yeah. And my opponent's playing some sort of London slash opening of sorts. Anyway, so he moves back his bishop. But again, my knight's not trapped, but I am fine with this position because I play this position all the time. So because I wasn't expecting to play, I was expecting to watch a match. Um, it meant I was playing very defensive, and I'm glad I was playing the Caro-Kann because nothing else helps me be defensive. So in this instance, I could easily win a piece. But because I am not thinking that I didn't see this, I didn't see it. Anyway, all right, so back to this position. Like I said, I missed the fact that this was just a free piece. No, when you played this move, that this would be a free piece. But because I hadn't played in a long time, and again, I'm recording this a second time because I had the wrong screen on. So you can hear my voice talking and you can hear the chess pieces moving, but nothing is happening. So my opponent took my bishop, my knight jam, and I took his bishop, which you always want to, you're happy with it. But the problem is when you have a close position, you want knights as opposed to rooks, bishops. I mean, but anyway, let's see how this game panned out. And like I said, this game it had been so long, and I don't know if I'm repeating myself, but I probably would be because I'm re-recording and haven't listened to the other portion. So we continue on. I bring my knight out. My idea was I need to start preparing for this side, but I guess what a more accurate way of playing would have been to start pushing because in the Caro-Kann that's the minority attack. My king's safe, so I can afford to do that. But generally, I prefer to have a knight jack because it's a better defensive piece. So he pushes my bishop. I move back. He brings his knight across. I guess he's trying to prevent my knight from entering and pretty much making it useless. So I decide, okay, I'm going to open this side. Instead of having a backwards pawn here by pushing this one, I can protect this one because my bishop, really, my white light square bishop is useless. And I'm trying to break his stranglehold on the center here. See why the center is so important. So even I realized that, and I didn't want to give up the center by playing this move because you definitely trade, and now I've doubled pawns. Yes, I can protect, but then that leaves this one undefended to the bishop. So I know it's a lot of lines, but it's how I was also how I thought about the game after even going through it now. I'm looking at it with you. It helps me to see exactly what was going on. So I bring my bishop out because I'm trying to look for useful squares, trying to take away. I'll bring a useful square for my knight. So if I can trade that his knight, then I attack with tempo and I probably win a pawn. So he took. I went this way, and then he moved. So I was like, okay, you've moved the knight, which is what I wanted because I want access to this square for my knight. So at first I thought, okay, let me take a check. He moves his king sideways, stepping out the check. He played a great move. I guess he's not exposing his king to unnecessary pins because had he played otherwise, let's say my opponent come here, there's a pin here, and I don't know how to put pressure, but it would have just been a problem because then it would mean me opening up lines and trying to bring my light square bishop into the game. Anyway, that didn't happen. The opponent played a great move. I still went for that move anyway. It's the best move in this instance. Sorry, my mouse is all over the place. Let me just use my keyboard here. Um, and then I took. So now, finally, I've broken his grip on the center. So now there's just one pawn to deal with. So it brings his queen up. I bring my knight forward because I'm threatening a pawn. He protected it by attacking with tempo. And I push my knight out. So now I'm threatening the light square bishop because then I'll have definitely the bishop here and he's got two knights. So the position is not closed anymore. My dark square bishop is having the time of his life. He's pawns on dark squares, but I've got both knights, both bishops. Look at me saying both knights. This was a blunder, so I took. It was a blunder because I missed it because I have no tactics. I should have taken because if he takes with his queen, I'll take this way, and there's a fork, and most likely he would come here to defend, and I'll take and take. And this is the position we would have played, where I'm up in exchange, and really we're just getting this piece out, locking this. Getting this piece out and bringing you across, and yeah, it would have been a lovely position to play. But alas, that's not how chess works. I took, and I guess in my mind, I was just happy to have the bishop here. So I told myself, okay, I'll be okay. And in this one, I'm not doing too bad with time. Um, As you can see, I don't know if you can see that. I hope you can't see that. Anyway, I'm sorry if you could, but yeah, but I'm quite slow. So essentially, my opponent's got about a minute on me. So I had realized, okay, now I have to play a little bit quicker. So I'm on 5:35. My opponent's in 7 minutes. So I have to conclude this game in such a way that my opponent either resigns or I win the game. So I'm pushing, trying to forcing moves. I'm trying to have my opponent create weaknesses to kind of speed up the game. And I'm glad they were matching, trying to match my speed. But I'm spending a lot of time thinking because look at this. This move took me 30 seconds, about 30 seconds just to play. It's quite frustrating. This was the blunder. I think this was the game. This was a move that, from all the blunders he's made, this is the one I punished. So I guess after two blunders, you kind of see, okay, this my opponent's got a proclivity to blunder, and the third one you punish. So I took, and this was his only option, and now he's knight stuck. And the move should have been this, because then I block it entirely. But this allowed the knight to be able to play one more move, and here we go. And now my opponent, he's not really thinking, honestly. He spent quite a bit of time on this one, but again, I'm also spending time because I'm trying to see, okay, is it better for me to just take and let the king in and have a passive bishop? I didn't want that because can you imagine if, yeah, the king coming to here would have just been annoying, or even up here. So I figured prevent him from moving entirely forward. And my opponent played this move. I could have forked actually. I could have won both pieces. Anyway, uh, yeah, for some reason, this is all I saw. Anyway, but I didn't classify it as a blunder, so I did win a piece anyway. At this point, my opponent resigned here. Um, because the game started speeding up for me. Like the moves are obvious, and he is just in a losing position because there's no way he can bring his king across to protect this pawn or even this pawn, to be honest. And even if he wants to come this side, I'm promoting way before he's taken all of these pawns. Let's see, it would have played out something like just move, play there, I'll play here, plays here, I play here. He comes here. I would have just either stepped across, because what's he gonna do? Any move he plays now is a losing move. Whether he goes, it wants him to go back. To go back, lose this. Okay, let's play with the computer. Lose this, and then what? Um, see, now it's even thinking and try blockade. But I'll just create a pass pawn though. Um, Not really. Can't I can't. I would have had to do something like that. Okay, let's let the computer play itself. Um, and you'd have come this way. I'd have done that. So I just lost a pawn for nothing. I think taking is the right move here. Oh, it's not. He goes here. Computers are trippy. I promise you. Yeah, but I would have taken. That's what I would have done. That would have been a human thing to do. And then taken. No, there'll be no need. I'll just push. Yeah, because there's nothing you can do. You. No, no, no. Sorry, there's no way you would have played that. Um, Computer would have done something like that. But you can't make him. Game's over. Anyway, game was over already. Sorry, I was just being extra. So I played with an 81% accuracy. My opponent played with a 76. I've been watching him play. He's playing a lot of chess. I think it's like 1672 or something, 1680 something. But anyway, I played like a 1950. It's quite happy. So who knows? I might play a few more, might post a few more. But thank you all, and hopefully this is the start of many things. Have a good day, guys, and enjoy.